Welcome to ProjectME, the podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany Carter, the founder of ProjectME, multimillionaire entrepreneur, former TV newscaster, money-making expert, female empowerment speaker, and self-proclaimed office supply addict. My mission is to take the mystery out of making big money. Every week on ProjectME, the podcast, I'll share success tips, strategies, and stories from other entrepreneurs, experts, and millionaires, showing you exactly how you can achieve your most exceptional life. Now let's get to it. Exciting announcement for all of my listeners. I've officially opened my exclusive group, the ProjectME Passive Income Posse, to the public. This group is by application only, so we can keep the group high vibe and spend our time, energy, and expertise only helping those of you who truly want massive success and impact. You get live weekly trainings from me, special guest coaches, and direct access to me and my business partner for all of your questions. To learn more and apply, go to projectmewithtiffany.com, click on Work With Me, and select ProjectME Posse. And of course, any questions, feel free to DM me at ProjectME with Tiffany. Welcome to ProjectME with Tiffany Carter, the podcast and posse. I'm your host, Tiffany. And first I have to tell you what happened. And it's never happened before. And it's just funny given the topic of this episode today. I went off on a full rant because this is definitely a Tiffany rant episode that is designed for you guys to get remotivated, re-energized, and feel reconnected to your goals, your visions, your dreams, your business, whether it's personal or professional. And I'm going to keep it very real with you in terms of how business really looks behind the scenes, that it's not always pretty. It can get really damn ugly, and that doesn't mean that you're any less successful, capable, or any less likely to achieve your goals. Before I get there, the universe is so funny. There was an example for me to share with all of you and to see what I was going to do. So I'm going to use a real life example. I'm in a bit of a mood today. I don't know why. I feel really achy, almost a little flu-like. And I am coming up on doing my first big signature sales course launch, Selling with Soul. You guys may have heard about it. I'll tell you a little more in a little bit. And there's a lot that goes into that, which of course I will do future episodes and take you through all the things. What works, what doesn't work, what to avoid, the mistakes I've made, all those things. So I have a lot of stuff on my mind. You guys know who follow me on Instagram at ProjectME with Tiffany and follow my stories know I lost my longtime fur baby, Molly. So I have that weighing on my heart. Anyway, bottom line is I feel like crap today. And I realized, I have to record a podcast episode. Now, I love teaching you guys, talking to you guys. I love my podcast. I love it. I love communicating. I love all the things. I love making you laugh. But so what? That doesn't mean I always feel like it. There's a lot of things I love to do. I love eating, and I don't always feel like it. And the only thing I can think of that I love that I don't always feel like, no, sleeping. There's even times I don't feel like sleeping, although I have a great affinity for sleeping. But you guys know what I'm saying? Just because we love something, that doesn't mean we're always going to feel motivated, in line, in sync, in alignment, whatever word you want to use with doing it. But I do it anyway. I do it for you guys. That's why it's so important to have a bigger reason of why we do things. It's important to have accountability to your community, to others, to a coach, to close friends, to yourself, to your higher self, to a God of your understanding, because that's what's going to help make you show up when you don't feel like it. I don't have a choice. Right? In my mind, there is no choice. You guys get 2 kick-ass podcast episodes a week, and that's that. Rain or shine, regardless, it's happening. So it took me a bit to do this. I had to go and make myself a little more coffee. I begrudgingly came up here, got myself back into some form of gratitude, turned on my damn salt lamp, and I started recording. And I was literally almost done with the episode. I'm in a full sweat because when I go into a rant with you guys on the other end here, I end up using, my hand gestures. I'm being a spaz, and it's going to be a good episode when I'm sweating. So I got really into it. I glance at my screen and I see my software is paused and doing a weird staticky vibration thing at the 6-minute mark. Bottom line, I just went, oh, fuck me. Had to stop it. Had to restart the entire program. And now I'm doing this episode again from scratch. And instead of me going, oh my God, screw this. This was already hard enough for me to do today because I'm not feeling great. I looked at it like, you know what? God must not have wanted me to publish or for you to hear that first version of this episode. And clearly he wants you guys to hear this version. And that's how I look at it. And isn't it funny that the episode that I'm talking to you guys on today is what to do when things aren't working in your business and you feel like giving up? The timing is always, there's always something interesting when it comes to timing. I really believe in divine timing and there are no coincidences. And I at least can use humor and laugh about this. One hole that I saw in this whole coaching market, personal development market, motivational speaker market, whether it's online, in podcasts, in traditional media and business magazines, is that highly successful people like myself, and then people who are, many years ahead of me and tens of millions of dollars more wealthy, I did not find anybody who was keeping it real on what it's truly like to build and grow businesses and brands behind the scenes, what it's like to truly go after your goals, what it really looks like. What I saw out there was, Polly the influencer, it seems like everything she touches turns to gold and she just always looks great. And then maybe once in a while, I don't have good vibes today. And so she drinks a green juice, goes to a yoga class, rubs crystals together, and all of a sudden she's magically better, right? Or there's Joe, the mega millionaire. And he always has so much energy and is, on stages everywhere and has, fire behind him and is getting all these press interviews. And he never seems like he has an off switch and he just keeps going and going and going and going. And he just keeps crushing it, right? We don't see what he looks like behind the scenes in a fetal position or maybe being an asshole to his spouse because he's overworked and stressed, and what really goes down behind the scenes that he's had 6 employees embezzle money from him. These are just some examples from private clients that I work with. I work with a lot of high-level entrepreneurs making a lot of money, and I work with new entrepreneurs because I love both of you equally. It's completely different strategy and mindset work. And it's unbelievable what goes on behind the scenes versus what people show. And I'm not saying, okay, you guys, you got to go out there and show everything. No, I'm sharing this because I saw that hole in the market. I found it to be annoying because it can create shame for people, for all of you guys, and even for me, because it's like, well, God, what am I doing wrong in my business that I have bad days every week, or I even have bad months, or I have a failure here and this didn't work here and that didn't work there. And not everything I touch turns to gold. And I certainly don't have, endless energy every single day. So therefore, I either must not be meant to be doing what I'm doing. Maybe I'm not good business at, I can talk, good at business. Maybe, this goal will never happen for me. Maybe my vision is too big and it causes self-doubt and shame. And I was over it. And I said to myself, all right, so you're over it. You find it annoying, Tiffany. Why don't you do something about it? And I got that message from the divine. I got it from God. I got it from the universe. I got it from angels. I got it from my father who's up in heaven, like my actual birth father who's up in heaven. And it's like, okay, well, if this bothers you and this affects you in this way, it's affecting millions of others. So what are you going to do about it? So that's the hole I saw in the market. That's why my dedication to you guys is to tell you what it really looks like behind the scenes of a self-made multimillionaire. And I'm saying that because if I was like, oh, I make $1,000 a month, you might go, well, yeah, of course, I would assume it's kind of a shit show behind the scenes. I want you guys to know that you can be successful at your personal goals, your professional goals, and have a lot of bad days, a lot of mistakes, a lot of crappy things happen. Anyone who tells you that all those things aren't part of the ingredients of, let's just say, the business building soup are full of poop. Ooh, that rhymed. I like that. And here's something else that you guys need to know. There are 3 critical mistakes that excuse me. I told you guys I didn't feel good. I can't talk. And I'm also not going to re-record because I do everything live to tape for you guys. Again, so you can see that all these podcasts that you listen to and you're like, oh, this person's so well-spoken and they never stumble or whatever. Well, that's because most everybody, I'm talking like 95% or more of them, have it all edited. I do not. The only thing that is edited is for sound quality, and they build in an intro and an outro. That's it. So when I stumble over my words, I pronounce something funky, I want you guys to hear it. Doesn't matter. Do you guys care? And if you do, you can certainly DM me at ProjectME with Tiffany. I love hearing some of these comments that I get. Or when people correct my grammar, it's like, that's really productive. I appreciate that. There are 3 critical mistakes entrepreneurs make when it comes to promoting or selling or sharing their services or their offerings. Guaranteed you're making one or more of these mistakes. I am doing 2 live trainings next week, you guys, sharing these with you. They're hour long. They might even be more, depending on how many questions I get from the audience. 2 live trainings, not some stock webinar that, is the same shit over and over again. 2 live webinars, and you can ask me questions. There is going to be a seating limit because it's live and the platform we're using has a limit on it. So you're going to want to make sure you sign up right away to get in on this. Also, just for attending a live training, you are going to get my 2 most popular trainings from inside my ProjectME Passive Income Posse that you can download and keep forever. These have a $497 value. The only other way to access these is by being in my group membership program. And even then, you can't download the video and keep it. So even those of you who are in the posse are going to want to be able to benefit from this as well. So go to projectmewithtiffany.com/free training. projectmewithtiffany.com/free training. Just land there, sign up, and I will see you live next week. Just know that once it's full, it's full. I actually can't add any more seats. It's a limitation of the platform. So giving you a heads up. With that being said, right, I have that is all leading to my signature course that's coming out, Selling with Soul, teaching you guys how to sell in a way that feels good to you, of integrity, not using gimmicks or tactics or lies or manipulation, in a way that feels good to you, feels good to your ideal client. You're not going to want to vomit and sweat every time you share and promote your services. And so that is going along with my signature course, launch, Selling with Soul. And there's a lot of shit that goes behind the scenes when you launch, and I'll be sharing that as well. And there's a lot of stuff that comes up when you're going to do big and new things. Have I created courses before? Yes, not under this brand. I've done it for corporate America numerous times. But it's different because this is under my own personal brand. It's under my baby. A lot of stuff comes up. There's tech stuff, people stuff, employee stuff, my own mindset stuff, energy stuff, my brain feeling like it's not functioning. All sorts of things come up. That's what it really looks like behind the scenes. And I want you guys to know this. When you feel like giving up because you're going for something bigger, you're going for something more. And that's when, by the way, you're going to reach the most stumbling blocks, resistance, all sorts of extra stuff comes up when you go big. When you go big, you are going to get big obstacles. Number one, it tests to see your resilience, how much you really want it. Number two, when you're going big, it's because your passion is so big. So anything that happens, any obstacle in your way, any shit that goes down is going to be magnified because you care so much. Just know that's part of it. There is no doubt in my mind, and I'm not trying to manifest this. I'm just being realistic and setting expectations for myself, for my team, for all of you. There is no doubt that there is going to be glitches and things that happen, positive, negative, and in between, going through this launch. No doubt. It's just part of it. I mean, look what already happened today. I had to re-record my entire podcast from scratch, and I'm already feeling run down and like crap. Things are going to happen, but because I know that 12 years of experience as being an entrepreneur, I've also was raised by two entrepreneurs, very different times and different business models. You know, they weren't an online business model and not digital based, more like traditional businesses. But so what? I've had that exposure. I know for a fact that lots of shit happens behind the scenes in the business, and I want you to know that's just part of it. Know that it's normal. And if you don't have any glitches going on in technology, with people you hire, whether you contract someone or you have an employee, whether it's no one bought your damn course, no one is signing up for your freebie, no one is enrolling in your network marketing, even though like you've shared it 20 times. This is normal. This is part of it. What separates the people who are going to be successful in achieving their goals and really creating a sustainable, successful business is, are you going to keep going anyway? Are you going to keep going even after 20 people told you no? How many successful authors have you heard share that they shopped their book around to even 50 publishers and every single publisher said no, hell no, or ignored them except one, right? I want you to remember things like that because it does get discouraging. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, you just need to work on your mindset. Do you guys love how I change my voice when I when I imitate some of the shit that people say online that irritates me? It makes me laugh when I do it. Anyway, it's absolutely normal. You're going to get no's. You're going to get many no's in a row, right? You are. My friend who I had on the show, Melissa Tucci, Tucci, she is one of the top realtors in all of the United States. And for sure, she's the number one in California. She is the lead realtor for the San Diego Padres. I remember, we go back since we're 14. Okay. I remember when she started as a real estate agent, she made 100 cold calls to strangers and businesses a day. Had all these Post-it notes all over, charts tracking all of them. And I go, how in the hell do you get up every day? She did 6 days a week. You aren't allowed to do cold calls on Sundays. And I was like, how in the hell do you get up and do this every day? Don't you feel beaten down? She goes, no, it's pure math. For every 100 calls I make, I am guaranteed to get one yes. She goes, so all I know is I need to get through 100 and I'll get a yes. And then you do the math. Let's make it easy. And let's say she does 100 6 days a week. Okay, well, that's 6 yeses that she's going to get. Well, last time I checked, if you're a realtor and you're getting 6 yeses and you can list their house or help them find a house and you're getting six in a week, even if you got 6 in a month, this is fantastic. But most people won't do it. Most people won't do it. Do you think I loved it when I saw after 3 months my podcast? I don't know. It had something not impressive. Maybe 5,000 downloads. It might have even been less. I truly don't remember. It wasn't cute. No, it didn't feel good to my ego, but that didn't make me go, well, I'm not cut out for it. No one must want to listen to me. I went, Tiffany, I went back to facts. Good things take time. If it was as simple as if you build it, they will come, or if you show your shiny product or your workout program or your shake or your book or your course, and you just show it, 20 times, and you launch it one time, and the people will come, you are living in a damn fantasy land. And I'm not blaming you for it, because what's out there right now in traditional media and social media is people try to make things sound really, really simple. And it's that easy because they think they need to do that in order for you to buy their shit, buy their programs, attend their event, sign up for their newsletter, yada, yada. By the way, if you guys also want to get into my secret posse, which I highly recommend, it's where I send you every single week free tips, strategies, money mindset exercises right to your inbox. So be sure to sign up for that. And if you sign up for that free training for next week, those 3 critical mistakes entrepreneurs are making, causing them to lose clients and a crap ton of money, then you will automatically be put into my secret posse. So that's another benefit for you guys. But I want you, if you don't take anything else out of listening to this episode today, and you've had a bad week, you've had a bad month, things aren't connecting, you've lost money, you have, you maybe gained a few pounds, you don't feel good, someone criticized your writing, your course, people want to ask for a refund, no one enrolled in your network marketing company. This is all part of it. There's no way around it. It's part of it. This does not mean you're not meant to do the damn thing. I want you to know this is just part of it. It's just how it's going to be. And I want you to know that you keep going. That's what makes the difference. You keep going anyway. And I promise you'll have success and not get attached and not have your ego and your self-esteem and your self-worth get so attached to every no or a refund or people, canceling, right? Here's a fun example. Okay, you guys know I have a membership, right? Where I go live every single week, do live trainings, have special guests, all the things. Just so you know, every single person who has any form of a membership program, whether it's a brick and mortar gym, whether it's a top business coach like me, whether you're in some kind of, some hobby type membership where you're paying a dollar amount every single month, there is something called an attrition rate that is very discussed. Even Oprah's paid membership has this. There is an attrition rate. You have a certain percentage of people who just drop off naturally. Period. End of story. I don't give a shit who you are. That's just how it's going to be. Same when it comes to network marketing. There's a natural attrition rate. So you just need to know that there is a natural rate of obstacles, of bad days, of bad moods, of you not feeling motivated that come in the special ingredient soup of going after your dreams, building a business. That's just how it is. So if you guys love this episode, would you guys do me a favor and leave me a 5-star written review on iTunes? By the way, for every single person who leaves a 5-star written review on iTunes and you leave your Instagram handle in the review and you send me a screenshot of it to @ProjectME with Tiffany in Instagram, I buy you guys a coffee of your choice or celery juice if you prefer. So I send it right to your PayPal. So I just do that as a thank you for you guys taking 90 seconds to write that review. So if you want a coffee on me, which why wouldn't you? Go do that damn review. And also don't forget, sign up for the free live training next week, projectmewithtiffany.com/free training. Make sure you do it ASAP. Don't wait. There truly is a limitation on the platform we're using of how many people can get in there, and there is no replay. I'm doing 2 live trainings, 2 different days, 2 different times, and that's the end of it. Period. End of story. And if you want to have access to my signature course coming out, Selling with Soul, and get it at the lowest price it will ever be at ever in this lifetime, you for sure have to attend that free training. So that's the only way you're going to access special bonuses that are worth thousands and thousands of dollars and get the lowest price it will ever be at. So if you're just kind of interested, you're somewhat interested, you think I'm a nut, I make you laugh, go sign up. There's no harm in doing it. And plus we'll have a lot of fun because it's live and we can do live Q&A. I hope you guys love this episode. I hope you heard it from me that feeling like crap, having bad days, bad months where everything isn't just all shiny and, as I love to say, Bali and butterflies all the time. You know what? You're doing it right then. You're doing it right. And if everything is always clicking, you're not going big enough, or you're in a level of denial that I would love to know what drugs you're on. I'll end on that note. Wishing you great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you guys. If you enjoyed this podcast, please write a 5-star review on iTunes. Not only will this make me super happy, but it will allow more listeners to find our special show. Simply help me help others.